Welcome to Virtual Office VA Staffing. I'm going to explain to you how you can use us, what you can use us for, and why you'd want to use a virtual assistant. So let's get started. I'm Elsa Palmer Oden, the owner and the founder. So Virtual Office VA Staffing is 100% U.S.-based virtual assistants, all trained in talking to buyers and sellers for you, so that you can spend less time working the deals, more time closing the deals. Now, are you running around in circles to try to get ahead, or just feel like you're trapped and want a way out? We've got the system to break you free from all of that. So, we provide the critical puzzle pieces that many successful investors use in their business. And we can help solve your headaches with the proven solutions that we have. Now, what is a virtual assistant? Well, a virtual assistant is an office assistant that works virtually. They're an independent contractors who work from their own location with their own equipment and on their own schedule. This saves you money on office space, computers, desks, payroll taxes, insurance, etc. So why would you need a VA? Well, a VA can alleviate the mundane tasks so you can save more time to close your deals, work with family, whatever you want to do. VAs keep you organized and streamline your business to help your business rise to that next level. So the different types of VAs are going to be your foreign VAs and the U.S. VAs. Foreign VAs are very cost efficient because they're extremely low cost, but you have a little bit of a problem with those. You also have to train them, usually. There's a language or cultural barrier. Sometimes you can get them to speak a good language, but there's still cultural changes from country to country. And, of course, the time difference is going to be there. With a U.S. VA, however, you don't have a language or cultural barrier, and you have a minimal time difference, usually within 3 hours, depending on what side of the country you're on. And the problem is they are more expensive because we are U.S.-based, but they can be very cost-effective. And usually you have to train your own U.S. VAs. However, with Virtual Office VA, you don't have to train them. So you can balance the scale. With our company, we are the only virtual assistant staffing company that provides everything you need as you need it. 100% U.S.-based virtual assistants, fully trained in dealing with sellers and buyers, provided local phone numbers in the services, no long-term contracts, no prepaying for services. Everything is billed weekly, so everything is on a week-to-week basis. Most cost-effective trained U.S. VA service in the nation. Solutions for every real estate professional, whether an investor, an agent, doesn't matter. We're your one-stop shop for everything real estate. So to give you an idea on the price comparisons, foreign VAs typically $2 to $10 an hour, can go more than that, depending on exactly what you're looking for. A U.S.-based but untrained VA, just a basic admin VA, is usually $20 to $25 an hour. But a trained U.S. VA is usually $25 to $35 an hour, depending on what their level of training is. But Virtual Office VA, we're $23.40 an hour. We are the pricing of an untrained U.S. VA for a trained VA, to give you an idea. So what our VAs can do for you. On the seller side, we locate and call and complete the lead sheets, answer calls from direct mail, signs, etc., complete the lead sheets. Buyer side, we also answer the buyer calls and screen them, only send you the qualified buyers. Marketing, we can market generic and specific properties online and in social media sites. Web, we can create your website, update your website, or search engine optimization your current website. And property management, we can keep records, contact tenants for late payments, answer tenant maintenance calls, screen potential tenants, and even take tenant monthly payments for you if you'd like. We just cannot do any negotiating. We do not work under a broker's license, so we cannot do any kind of negotiating or contract information. And obviously, we're virtual, so we can't physically be there to check on a property. Now, our outbound call service, it includes a designated VA that will search and call leads in your area. That VA will not be allowed to work any other clients in your area so that there's no sharing of those leads. They will log the property, call and complete the lead sheet, and the lead sheets are emailed to you every day. What constitutes as a completed lead sheet just means we've talked to the seller and we've gotten all the information we can get from the seller. It does not mean it is a definite yes to a lease purchase. It just means that it's a completed lead sheet. We also set up fresh lead service, our feed reader service, to the VA based off your criteria, and those leads go into an email for the VA, but we get them from Zillow and Craigslist. The Zillow ones are only used as secondary because when we get the email, they were just posted to Zillow, which means they're not very motivated yet. The Craigslist ones, we automatically do contact those. So that kind of gives you an idea on the feed reader service. The incoming call service is a team of VAs ready to answer your calls live from buyers and sellers and tenants, complete the appropriate lead sheets, and screen buyers so that they can be qualified for you. We answer those calls between 9 a.m. and 9 p.m. Monday through Friday, 10 to 6 Saturday, and 12 to 6 on Sunday. On the property management side, we will screen the potential tenants. We can run background checks, take tenant maintenance call issues, and we have a software that we can manage each property as well as accept the tenant payments for you. Now, all missed calls will also be returned as well as voicemails if it comes in after hours. So our marketing side, why would you need it? Well, you want to build your buyer's list. You want to get more seller leads. You want to propel your business forward. And you want to set your branding. You want people to choose you over your competitors. So we help with the branding in your market so that people would want to come to you versus your competitor. Branding is really important in any business. Effective marketing strategies is your online marketing to online sites like Craigslist, Zillow, Trulia, so forth. Social media marketing, we go to all the social media sites, but Facebook in particular is groups, marketplace, and your business page. So Facebook needs to be hit in several different categories there. Plus, you want to go to the other social media. Other marketing, flyers, business cards, logos, and we can handle all of this for you. Now, our web services, we can create a website that's not cookie cutter. It doesn't look like everybody else's site. Or we can help maintain a site you already have. When we create a website, we review the target area, the goals, and the budget to build that website so that you have an idea. And we kind of work very closely with you on all of that. And we do the search engine optimization of the website so that it can be found easily in a Google search and you can get the people coming to your site that you want. Here are some examples of some of the sites that we've built so you can kind of get a little bit of an idea. Now, the marketing and the web, they work together. They're the two power horses working together to make your business better. We do all the work for you, which is even better. So, we train and contract the virtual assistants. We monitor and verify their time. We provide local phone numbers so it looks like the VA's in town with you. We're available more hours in a day than your typical 9 to 5 employee. We don't allow VAs to work multiple clients in the same area, so there's no sharing of leads. And we don't allow research of more than 15 minutes if no new lead is available. We're about the production. We're not about research. If we can't find a new lead to call on within 15 minutes, we're going to let you know that maybe we need to add criteria, add zip codes or change price range or something because the area is being tapped out. So stay on target with the VA so that you can focus on your part of the business, following up on the leads provided and getting the agreement signed. Review the buyer information to determine your best buyer for the property. Negotiate and close the deal. And always, always communicate with your VA. That's key to everything. Um, and just as a side note, when following up on leads provided, don't be picky on which ones you follow up on. What I've noticed in the past is if you follow up on all of them, you'll have more deals than if you just pick and choose which ones to follow up with. You look at the ones that seem more motivated and you call those first, and then you stick the other ones aside. Don't do that. Call on all of them. We see a huge difference in success on those that all leads are followed up on. So, stop trying to reach for success. It's always within reach. Our goal is to deliver the best proven automated system at the most cost-effective pricing in the industry. Your success is our success. So our VAs have team consultants that will monitor the work performed by your VA and is there for you to communicate with via email or phone. You're encouraged to have regular open communication with your VA and with your VA's team consultant. Communication is the key to success in any business, but especially in this business when you work virtually. So, here's how it all works. You decide which services you want, whether it's FSBO, incoming, or marketing, and then you provide the criteria for the FSBO and what lead sheet you want to use. Same thing with incoming, what lead sheet you want to use. And we set up the feed readers for you. And then the VA is going to call and complete lead sheets and send them to you every day. On the incoming side, you're also going to tell us what types of calls, whether they're buyer calls or seller calls you're expecting, and how you want us to answer those calls. Whether it's, hi, this is Elsa, how can I help you, or you want your company name in there, or whatever it is, how you want that call to be answered. With marketing, you give us the information on the property, and we will set up and place the ads for you. Now, we set up local phone numbers for the outbound and the inbound side so that it looks like the VA is in town with you. We set up the forms and documents and an internal website for you to be able to view everything that the VA is working on. The VA and the consultant will send intros to you as soon as you are assigned to them, and when you respond to them, that's when they will get started. So some of the advantages of using us is calls can be answered live and all information obtained in one call. If you're using an answering service, usually you have to call them back because they're running off of a script and they can only obtain so much information in that script. We're going to get the entire lead sheet completed. If you're using an automated or IVR type of system, then people are likely not to want to talk to a computer, therefore there's more disconnects. And we've noticed that with clients that have used that in the past. They had more hang-ups than buyer leads, whereas when people are answering the phone live, they're getting more buyer leads than they are the hang-ups. Our call system has that local number, and it captures time, date, and length of 99% of the calls, not just the voicemails. So missed calls and voicemails are called back as soon as possible. And the internal site is set up for you to be able to view all of those documents unless you're using a CRM that everything's going into directly. So some of our specialties, we specialize in researching the online FSBOs and rentals, calling them and obtaining the property information sheet, answering and screening buyer calls as well as seller calls from direct mail, organizing all your buyer and seller leads and calls, marketing for buyers and sellers, property management tasks for your rentals or your buy and holds, communicating with you for optimal success, and keeping you organized. We provide you with all the documents the VA is working on in the one easy-to-manage website so that you can see everything. We try to keep things as simple as possible but as organized as can be. So all of our accounts include the internal website with documents, leads, and forms unless you are using your own CRM and not using our documents and forms. VA time verified by consultant to ensure no overbilling of time. Designated VA and VA consultant for direct communication. Local to you phone numbers, so it looks like the VA's in town with you. VAs won't work other accounts in the same area, so there's no lead sharing. Customizable forms to fit your needs. We do everything around each individual investor. So we customize everything for each individual investor because everybody does things slightly different. The VA has a 15-minute max research time if no new leads can be found to contact, so that this way you're not billed a bunch of research without production. Everything is on a week-to-week basis to keep within your budget. No long-term contracts. So, stop wasting time on the mundane tasks and have more time to close deals and enjoy life. Can you afford to not do what most of the successful investors are already doing? Get a VA to do the work for you and make more money. So here's our pricing structure so you can get an idea. Our FSBO outbound side is a 5-hour-a-week minimum, which is $130. Overage is billed at 39 cents per minute. So if you wanted more than 5 hours, it would be at 39 cents per minute for anything over the 5-hour minimum. That $130 includes the 5 hours, includes the time verification, includes the local phone numbers. So everything's included in that. That averages 5 to 7 leads per week based off the criteria. And it's about $520 a month. And our competitors are charging about $700 a month for the same amount of time. On our incoming side, 1 hour minimum per week. So you can put things on hold when you need to, so you don't have to pay this every single week if you're not expecting calls. But 1 hour minimum per week, $59. Anything over that 1 hour is at 39 cents per minute. And remember, this is only being billed for actual time. So however long it is on the phone and just completing that lead sheet and sending it to you. So it's not a lot of time on each phone call, so you can get a lot of phone calls that can come in within 1 hour. A lot of our clients are averaging about 2 hours a week or so, just depending on how much marketing they have going and what we're getting calls based off of. That does include 1 to 2 local phone numbers separate from the local phone number on the other side. And then the marketing is done at 44 cents per minute. You can max that out. Web is at $35 per hour. And you can decide what you need on that. We have a one-time only setup fee for all services, which is $4.95. And that is a one-time only for everything. So now we have our testimonials to give you an idea what some people have said about us. We're true believers in automation, duplication, and systemization, and having VAs has helped us achieve our goals. We're very happy with our VAs and are pleased to have them on our team. John and Stephanie Iannotti. And then Elsa is without a doubt a go-to person. Her concern is always for the client. You can hear and see it in everything that she and her, or through her, the business does. The demands that we put on her were difficult to say the least, but her dedication to providing the best service and getting us the results we expected never failed. Add to this that Elsa is truly a remarkable individual that you will come to trust and certainly succeed with. I would be pleased to add to this if anyone had any questions. Just ask. Papa John Slavic. So that kind of gives you an idea of how we've pleased some of our clients. So visit our website, virtualofficeva.com, or you can go to reiassistant.com. You can email us or you can call us. Email info@reiassistant.com or the phone number 855 to get a VA. We're here to assist you, and are you ready for your VA to help you succeed and reach that next level of success? We hope so. We're here to help you. Thank you.